Ave Satanist, Ave Lucifera, Ave Lord Belial, Ave Lord Leviathan, Ave beautiful Queen Lilith, Ave King Asmodee, Ave King Asmodeus, Ave Reshun, Ave King, Lord Pazuzu, Ave Lord Chronozone, Ave Satanist, brothers and sisters. Ave beautiful and hail beautiful Queen Lilith. Yeah, what I was talking about in my last video. Well, I think about it, I'm, well, when I mentioned in my last video about people basically being, what is it, trying to talk to you all the time, okay, on social media, trying to talk to you all the time, but if you're doing something and they're still trying to talk to you, okay, and you tell them, and you explain to them what you're doing, right, you know, be it short form or long form, you still tell them, and they're still trying to get a hold of you instead of waiting, and it's not an emergency, there's nothing major, right, you know, it's not a meteor hitting Earth or anything, or, you know, solar flares coming off the sun, or, you know, massive tsunamis and earthquakes and tornadoes and hurricanes and all that stuff. I can remember this one girl, and she's still on social media too. I don't know how, but she is. She started talking to me, okay, and you know, I talked to her a little bit. Not a whole lot, just a little bit, right? You know, I just talked to her a little bit here and there, right? And this was when just after I first started posting videos. I gotta laugh at it. In one way. I gotta laugh at something anyway. I guess you just won't laugh at that, right? But, no, she ended up, she was texting me one night on Facebook, or on social media, sorry. And I said to her, I said, listen, I said, I'm uploading videos, and my internet connection is not the best. Like, it really isn't. It sucks, actually. It really sucks. I don't know why, but it really sucks. I'm paying for bull crap internet. That's what I'm paying for. You know, for a video that could take maybe 5 minutes to upload, it takes like 2 hours or longer. Like a 15-minute video takes like 2-3 hours to upload, when I could have it uploaded in like 5 minutes, maybe less, depending on the speed, right? And anyway, with her, she got a screen name, but I don't believe it's her real name. Or I really don't, not for a second. But anyway, that being said, she kept trying to text me, and with nothing important. Like, if it was something important, maybe I would have stopped and, you know, opened up a new window, right? And seen what you wanted. So I did that once, right? That same night I did it once. And then she kept texting me, or kept, you know, messaging me. And I kept telling her, I told her like 3 times I was trying to upload a video, like, you can't read or what? And she could read it, because she told me, she said, yeah, I know you're uploading a video, but I was just wondering what you're doing. Well, I just told you 30 seconds, I just texted you 3 messages within an hour, telling you I'm trying to upload a video to one of my satanic groups that I'm in, right? And then she texts me back, we're done. Just 2 words, we're done. And I started laughing to myself, right? I said, what the Of course I swore, obviously, right? I was laughing, but I swore. I gotta try to watch my language on YouTube. And Facebook. Of course I swore, and I started laughing, right? I said, what the hell are you talking about? I said, what are you talking about? We're done. There's nothing to be done. I said, I told you, and and then the next thing I knew, I went to send her a message back, to say, ask her what she was talking about, right? Them exact words. What are you talking about? And this work is good. She wasn't even. She had me. She deleted me as a friend, and on top of deleting me as a friend, she blocked me. She blocked me as well. She blocked me as well as deleting me as a friend. So I said, all I could do was laugh, right? All I could do was laugh. I laughed up a storm on it, and I was laughing like for on and off for a while about it, right? Then maybe 4 or 5, maybe a week later, she sends me. I get a friend's request. Same first name, different last name, right? And I said, I looked at it, looked at the profile. I knew who it was right away. Same person, right? And I said, oh, hell no. Not accepting it. I said, and she is not going to be in any group that I'm in. And this was like 3-4 months ago. And she changed her. She even changed her name like 3 or 4 times, and to try to send me friends requests. And I said, nope, sorry, not happening. And it ended up that I just kept ignoring her, and she's off doing whatever, right? But in saying that, I can guarantee you right now, I'm not a doctor. Okay, I wish I was. I really do. I'd have a lot of fucking money. I'd own my own house, and I would have a big ritual space. I'd have a full basement for a ritual space. And that being said, yeah, she I don't know if it's right to laugh at. I guess I can laugh at the actions, but not the thing itself, because she honestly, and I mean honestly, has severe psychological problems. Like, I mean really severe. Like, she should be hospitalized and on heavy medication. I mean really severe. Like, she should be hospitalized and put on very heavy psychiatric medication. I really do believe that. And in saying that, I'm willing to bet she has, like, she definitely is bipolar and schizophrenic. Okay? I'm willing to bet she has more than that. I'm willing to bet she probably has multiple personality disorder. Probably got, 2 or 3 personalities. I'm after coming across a few Satanists, actually. Or so-called Satanists. I can't say they're not. Or at least one of their personalities is. Right? Like if they got 3 or 4, say they got 3 personalities, at least one of them is satanic, right? And hopefully it'd all be the right one that she spends most of the time with. But that being said, I'm after coming across a lot of people, okay, both male and female, both sexes, not just one, both male and female people who have a lot of psychological problems. Now, it's not their fault, don't get me wrong. It's not their fault they're sick. That's like anyone can get sick. It's not, it's not their fault. It's not their fault. But the thing is, for some reason, I don't know why. I do not know why. I would love to know why, but I don't know why. For some reason, Satanism, right? Be it traditional Satanism, spiritual Satanism, theistic Satanism, demonolatry, necromancy. I don't consider LaVey. I don't consider LaVeyan Satanist at all. That's not Satanism, in my opinion. That's just atheism. The same thing with the people from the Temple of Satan. I don't consider that Satanism. I just consider that atheism, in my honest opinion. But that being said, it seems to me that Satanism in general, or the left hand, I'll even just say, I'll go like this. I'll do one better. I'll even say the left-hand path in general, the whole left-hand path in general seems to have a lot of people, like I said, both male and female, a lot of people who have a lot of psychological problems. And I'm not just saying women, I'm saying men. And I'm not saying, I know it ain't their fault that they're sick. Okay? It's that they have psychological problems. And I'll be the first one to say it's not their fault. They were just dealt a bad card. Right? In life. They were just dealt a bad hand. And ended up the shitty end of the stick. Right? Ended up sick. It's not their fault. There's no difference in somebody having diabetes, somebody having anything, for that matter. Right? You know, if a person is sick, they're sick. It's not their fault, right? But in saying that, I find that a lot of the ones that have a lot of psychological problems, and a lot of the ones that go to Satanism, okay, that start following left-hand path, they end up being in the long run, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them, in the long run, they end up going back to the giant belief systems, which to me is total bullshit, but that's what happens. Because I know a guy, okay, like, and I was talking to him for years on Facebook. Not Facebook, but social media in general, right? Instagram, YouTube, all over social media, okay? I was talking to him for a long time. And he and a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine actually, who's a very good, true, 100% true satanic friend of mine, she was really good friends with him also. So was a few other people. And he even wrote a book, okay? He even wrote a book, and the book is amazing. Like, and I'm not joking, like, he done an excellent job on the book. I got the book. I bought the book. I had the book, like, last fall. I bought the book, like, in last November. Yeah, November I got it. And on top of that, all of a sudden, he just disappeared off social media. Like, literally. Like, he was there one night. The next night, gone. One night he was there, the next night, not a trace. Nowhere to be found. So, of course, I waited a couple days, maybe 3-4 days, and I asked my best friend, not my best friend, but one of my really good true sisters, if she had any idea what happened to him, and she found out, like, it took like a month, maybe. No, maybe a month. It took a while. She found out somehow through one of his other friends or something like that, or one of his family members or something, that apparently he went back to fucking church. He went back to the giant bullshit. To read the Book of Lies and do all the other crap. Now, in saying that, I find that happens a lot in Satanism. Now, a lot of people after they leave Satanism make up a big load of bullshit and say about it, and make up a big load of lies and say about it. Say, you know, they were witness to human sacrifices. They were witness to animal sacrifices. And this is people that go on TV and on talk shows and stuff like that, right? And that is one big, and I'm going to say it point blank, and I really don't care who likes it or who don't like it, but that is one bunch of lies. One big load of pile of bullshit. And you know what? I would tell the person right to their face. And I wouldn't care if they were on live TV or not. I'd tell them point blank. I said, listen, number one, that's a lie. Number two, I can see you're lying right through your teeth just for attention. So there you go. It all goes back to being attention whores. And that's one thing that pisses me off a lot. Like, people that are Satanists, and if they decide the left, and not just Satanism either, like, it goes on in anything to do with the left-hand path, okay? Any part of the left-hand path. Now, if a person doesn't feel right doing in traditional Satanism or theistic Satanism, and they feel better in necromancy, more power to you, man. I am 100% behind you. But if they leave and go to, say, a Zion church, and of course then they got then of course they make it seem, the church, right, the people in the church, pastors, whatever, priest, whatever, depending on what church they go to, they make it seem like the person's all full of demons and all possessed by demons and all that. So, of course, more attention, right? And then, of course, this person gives their big story of lies about how they witness human sacrifices and all this crap. And it's all bull. Now, you tell me that Father Satan is not going to have that person pay for that? In my honest opinion, okay, number one, they're going to pay psychologically. And they're going to end up in the puzzle factory, banana factory, peach, you know. They're going to end up in the puzzle factory, the banana factory. And they're going to be on a big load of pills, psych meds. They're going to be on a big load of psych pills. And they'll be seeing a psychiatrist for the rest of their life. That's still not going to help the problem. That ain't going to fix the problem. Because it's not a problem. The problem is they lied about Father Satan, and they pretty much made their brothers and sisters look like idiots. That being said, they're going to pay dearly for that. Every one of them. Because I can promise you right now, you don't lie about Father Satan. You don't lie about Father Satan. You don't lie about Satanism. If you're saying something about Satanism, make sure it's true or don't say it at all. Or if you don't know, if you're not completely sure, ask somebody. Somebody will ask somebody. That's what true brothers and sisters do. They help each other out. Like I had a little situation there last week one night. I was trying to get Lord Pazuzu's and Lord Chronozone's demonic in. Okay? I couldn't find it anywhere. I was actually this weekend. I was all day Sin Day. I was the whole day on Sin Day trying to find it in every book I got, all over the internet. Couldn't find it anywhere. I asked two brothers separately. Apparently they don't have demonic ins. Neither one of them. Because back in the day, I guess with the way the religions were, how fanatical they were, is they probably thought that Lord Chronozone and Lord Pazuzu were the devil, were Father Satan himself. Right? Plus they had to watch their own ass that they didn't end up in a torture chamber. Right? So apparently there is no demonic ins for Lord Pazuzu or Lord Chronozone. Which really sucks, actually. So you really have to just go to them straight. Which is my plan. I haven't done it yet, but it is my plan. I'm planning on it. Probably this weekend, maybe. Maybe. Anyway, with that, I'll let you go. Ave Satanist, Ave Lucifera, Ave Lord Belial, Ave Lord Leviathan, Ave Lord Pazuzu, Ave King Asmodee, Ave King Asmodeus, Ave Beautiful Queen Lilith, Ave King Azazel, Ave King Lord Aman, and I'll talk to you next.